was using the little screen recorder live stream thingy on my phone um, that I used for yesterday's Supercard stream and also streams from the day before. So on Friday or Thursday as well. Sorry guys if I'm frozen for a second here as I'm trying to see what time some of these little performances are. But that was amazing. Can't see any little things right now. But I was actually singing some during that last song. Because, I mean, I like that song. It's a good song. But we're not done here yet. We're just getting started here on this multi-stream showcase. And I'm so excited. I'm happy that to finally be doing this and all of this. I mean, it's amazing. It shows that we are all in this together. I mean, even when we're even when we're stuck at home having to like stay inside and well, mainly like showing even when we're stuck at home with without a lot of connection to the world, it shows that we can still come together and help each other. I mean, it's amazing that I even thought of this idea to have this multi-stream showcase, but I thought about it and I was like, if this multi-stream showcase, honestly, I thought it was a good idea because honestly, I was thinking about it yesterday and I was like, it sounds like a good idea to actually try it. And here we are for first of 3 days of this thing.
Respect. I love it. So a couple questions.
But that was amazing. It was great. I'm just hitting buttons over here trying to find another live stream. And sorry guys if the stream's like lagging or something. Right now what I'm doing is I'm trying to find something to showcase during this multi-stream showcase. Now Sapphire is streaming at 12 o'clock Central, 1 o'clock Eastern. I'm pretty sure it was like 6 p.m. British time. And I'm definitely showcasing that. But right now I'm just looking for a stream to showcase. And I'm very excited about this stream and everything. I just came up with the idea of this stream yesterday, and then today we're doing the stream, and it's like, wow. I think I do have the next stream here to showcase. We're gonna showcase the FIFA little thing that they're doing, the stay and play.
Round, and Nana in the end in the Ajax net. Are we done here? Yes, we are. Congratulations to FC Copenhagen and Mohamed Darami. He will be in the quarterfinals up against FC Porto in day 4 of the Stay and Play Cup.
So enjoy the FIFA action.
Thank you, Brandon and Richard. So if that game told us anything, is that they can't
And-
sleep on the
and I
Scandinavians
will
in the
see
Stay and Play Cup.
you
They
guys
remain undefeated in this competition.
maybe near
So
noon,
Darami does
depending
win
on
this
how
for
long the
FC
stream
Copenhagen
is.
over Ajax and U.S. international Serginho Dest. So, Mike, I want to throw this to you because you said yesterday that it's the weakest of the Scandinavian players, but after this performance, I'd like to think he changed your mind.
Appreciate that, Jimmy. He's definitely making some noise. I didn't think that he had the ability to score goals and flourish like that. We didn't see that in his first matchup. A couple of his finishes could have even been put as maybe a little bit good, but he's growing into his own now, and I think you actually have to look at him as being a potential favorite.
All right, Spencer, let's take a look at the brackets. Catch us up on
let's do it.
Where we are.
Yeah, we now know our final 8, right? Thanks to that Darami result, we can see that he will go up against Fabio Silva in his quarterfinal, and we're going to see all these quarterfinals today, so we're going to know who the final 4 are at the end of play today. And then it's been said already, but I'm going to say it again, there's a Scandinavian in every matchup. There could be only Scandinavians left at the end of today. And if you're going to go on form, that is what you would predict to happen. But I'm hoping for a twist in the tail to keep it competitive.
All right. So with the last round of 16 game complete, we can officially start the quarterfinals, as Spencer said. And the first one up is Jesper Lindstrom from Brøndby, who is going to try to keep the undefeated streak alive and well against Roma's Justin Kluivert. Should be a great match, so don't go anywhere.
Okay, guys, I don't want it to be just dead silence, but yeah, right now this is, if you're just joining, welcome to the first ever on this channel multi-stream showcase. We have already showcased the Lewis Capaldi stream that our iHeartRadio did earlier, and now this one is the FIFA Stay and Play Cup, coming up here at noon Central Time, 11 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock p.m. British time, I'm pretty sure. is Sapphire's going to be streaming on YouTube, and that means I'll have to go back to the phone to stream to show the case that one. But yeah, I'm excited. This has been a pretty fun stream so far, and we're just getting started. I'm not going to read chat for a second here because I'm about to see if Sapphire's posted the stream. I mean, we have 30 minutes until the top of the hour here. But I'm wondering if the stream is going to be on YouTube or Instagram. Pretty sure it's YouTube. But yeah, I'm excited. The stream was my idea. And I thought about doing a stream of it yesterday, but I ended up not doing it. But I want it to be like a little weekend thing. So it'll be today, tomorrow, and Monday. We'll have a stream showcase. But okay guys, so the Stand Play Cup is about to get back underway here, so I'm gonna be quiet and let you guys enjoy some more FIFA 20 action. From EA Sports.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the quarterfinals of the Stay and Play Cup. I'm Jimmy Conrad alongside Spencer Owen and Mike LaBelle. And guys, I'm going to be honest, I'm an eager beaver. I want to get right into this first match. Jesper Lindstrom versus Justin Kluivert. Brøndby versus Roma. This is going to be a fantastic first quarterfinal because Jesper Lindstrom has been doing the business in his 2 games so far in this competition. But before we get to that, I got a fun fact for you guys. The last time these 2 teams played against each other was in 1995. Yes, UEFA Cup round of 16, the second leg. Roma did the business 3-1 over Brøndby, and the living legend Francesco Totti scored in this game. Is at the Stadio Olimpico. So we'll see if Jesper Lindstrom can get some revenge for Brøndby. Spencer, do you think he can do the business? He scored 10 goals and only given up 2 so far in his 2 games.
Yeah, he's definitely the favourite for me, not just for this match, but for the entire tournament. However, anything can happen. It's a single leg of FIFA, and Justin Kluivert has shown in the game we have seen him play some decent skills in a very relaxed way, might I add. I think he's going to have to be really at the top of his game and concentrating if he's going to take down Lindstrom, though.
All right, let's take a look at his highlights from his first 2 matches. Mike, tell us a little bit about what makes him special.
Well, what makes Lindstrom special is that he has so many tricks in his bag, and he understands the game really well. He's the only competitor that's a FUT verified competitor, which means that he is actually qualified to go into competitive qualifiers in the esports scene. And we don't see that in the pro scene at all. We knew something was up in his first match. It's the combination of some of the intricacies with the skills, the layoffs, the efficiency when finishing, and the variety of how he finished. Whether it was a finesse shot, You just saw a load driven. We're seeing him pull it back across, use of the drag backs, how he incorporates some of the touches. And he really put on a clinic, kind of set the tone, and made himself an early favorite where we had to ask questions. Give us more information. What's happening next? How much FIFA do you really play? And that's where we got down to kind of the nitty-gritty of getting all those key details. You see him just wiggling and working inside the box. It's a beautiful game. You have to understand the timing so well in FIFA. You have to be at an elite caliber position with playing this year's installment to really have some of these things in your locker, especially instinctively.
Yeah, and then Lindstrom took on your good friends, Spencer.
Yeah, I think that's pretty credit. Got an unlucky draw here because he's a good player himself, but he come up against arguably the most informed player in this tournament, and there was only one winner, and that was Jesper Lindstrom going 1-0 up here. And Cesar had the benefit of being able to see Jesper play first, and as a result of that first game we just saw, he went quite defensively into the game, but still couldn't live with him. Had a chance to equalise before this. It was well saved to keep a movement, which is another sign of an experienced player for Jesper, and then he went up the other end and scored a penalty. So less goals in that second game, but as we've seen him twice, we know a little bit more about him. And what I like about Lindstrom, apart from the fact that he's a great player, is that he's doing this for Brøndby, trying to put them on the map even more than they already are. And so far, he's doing a great job.
Yeah, you can see all the success that Brøndby's had. Their esports team, they've won a few things, and they seem to do it every single season. Now, Mike, talk to us about his FUT team, because it's pretty strong as well.
Well, I will say this. Throughout a lot of the competitors, we've seen amazing squads, but you want to see a competitive starting 11. You're going into the weekend league. It's got everything you could ask for. The FUT birthday Di Maria item is brand new. I appreciate that. Of course, he has his 99 overall himself. You got to have that. Eusebio, Ruud Gullit, R9. All the big name players. A little bit surprised to see Sol Campbell as one of his center backs in that partnership because there's so many options.
Now we have Roma's Justin Kluivert going up against him. He won 2-0, or in his game, 2-1, excuse me. But does he have enough, Spencer, to overcome the talents of Jesper Lindstrom?
If you go back to this game and you remember it, Juan Bernat actually had quite a few chances, and many would argue that he deserved to win on the balance of those chances. But Kluivert was ultimately more efficient with taking his. And yeah, I mean, to be honest, if you're asking me for a prediction, I think it's unlikely. But if you're watching this and you're a neutral, you maybe want a little bit of spice to change the tournament up, make it a little bit less predictable. If Kluivert was to come and get a result here against Lindstrom, it would really shake the tournament up and kind of give up predictions. He made a mistake there by Juan Bernat, which was capitalised on by taking the head from him to say, you can't do that when I'm around. So it's well taken there against the PSG player Bernat, who made a few mistakes defensively, and then Kluivert going down the left again. And he's definitely a solid player. We've seen him one less time, of course, than Jesper, who played in the preliminary day as well, as his second goal there. Nicely worked move. 2-0 win against the PSG player.
And Mike, what about you? Do you give him a chance at all?
I'm not giving him a chance. I've watched both these guys play plenty. We have Spencer's trying to maybe build it up a little bit more, but I think Jesper Lindstrom is going to beat him with a significant scoreline. It's just the speed of play. Jesper plays much faster. He sees the game a little bit quicker. Similar to real life where you're playing football, it's also a tactical advantage in FIFA.
When we interviewed Justin after his match, he said he was going to practice a lot more, so we'll see if that makes a difference against Jesper Lindstrom. Now we know that the players are locked and loaded. They're ready to go. So that's our cue to throw it over to Mark Hatcher and Dan Gaskin for the call of our first quarterfinal of the Stay and Play Cup. Take it away, guys.
Thank you, Jimmy, and it is time for our first quarterfinal. What a journey it's been so far, Dan. Right? The surprises, kind of left, right, centre, every single player has impressed us in different ways, but you have to say, probably the tournament favourite at the moment for what we've seen is the player involved in this game.
100%. Lindstrom just looks so strong. His ability has been phenomenal. He's been just wiping opponent after opponent away. And I don't want to say it because I'm a big fan of Justin Kluivert. I just think this is going to be a one-sided match. I'll hold my hands up if I'm wrong, and maybe we'll see something different from him today. But Lindstrom's just looked a different class to so many competitors in this tournament.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. I think it's going to be an uphill battle is the way that I'm going to phrase it for Justin Kluivert. However, he did say he was going to go away, he was going to put the time in. And, Roma have got some fantastic esports players themselves who are sure have been straight into his text messages, straight into the DMs to give him a few tips on maybe how to take down the favourite.
Yeah, and I think a lot of players have done that. They've had a little cheeky word with some of the pro FIFA players just to try and get some advice here or there. But there's always extra bits and bobs on the line for these players. I know for Lindstrom, he is a huge Liverpool fan as well as, of course, Bromby that he plays for. And he did say he would love to get the opportunity to play against Trent Alexander-Arnold. And if he wins this quarter-final, he'll go into the semis where he could play this quarter as well.
Justin Kluivert showed me in the last game that he has the ability to counter-attack quite well, which is something that I'm pretty sure if he's going to have success in this game, he's going to have to do effectively. One thing I noted as well, Dan, pretty sure that Justin Kluivert's playing in a different room or something. Maybe he's just looking to get that extra little bit out of his internet connection. Maybe sure he's got everything set up this time.
The lighting has to be right. Check that the blinds aren't broken behind him. I'm sure they wouldn't be broken in Justin Kluivert's house. But you're right. He did have counter-attacks against Bernard. He was able to... He was able to basically, there was a few times where there was a few defensive errors where the goalkeeper would play the ball to the left back or the right back, and he was able to intercept it. He was always had his eye on the ball. He was always trying to take any opportunity that he could. And if he does the same against Lindstrom, who is going to be very attacking, Lindstrom is just going to look for goals, and we know he's going to look for goals, then maybe Kluivert can pinch a goal here or there and might be able to do some damage here.
You can see both players staying hydrated before the game as well. I absolutely love that. Getting completely in the zone for this game. And if you're watching for the first time, just a reminder, it's only one leg that we'll play. And if it is a draw after that leg, we go to golden goal. 85 rated squads across the board. So every single player who is on the pitch is 85 rated, keeping it as fair as possible. Dan, I was going to ask you for your prediction, but I'm pretty sure that you're siding with Jesper Lindstrom, yeah?
I am. I'm siding with Bromby, and I think they're going to try and get revenge for the real-life meetings between these two sides. Of course, we heard from Jimmy and Spencer and the gang that in 1995 they played in the round of 16 of the UEFA, and it was a victory for Roma. However, in 1991 they also faced each other in the semi-finals, and again that was a victory for Roma. So the two occasions they faced each other in that competition, it has been Roma favoured. But I think this is going to be the time for Bromby to shine and put themselves on the map against Roma.
Yeah, you mentioned big matches in big tournaments, semi-finals, etc. Well, this is the quarter-final. And do you know what? Everyone's backing Jesper Lindstrom here, and quite rightly so. However, I believe in the underdog, is what I'm going to say here. Justin Kluivert, if you can hear me right now, I am backing you to do this for Roma, for all of the fans watching at the moment. You can definitely hear me. I saw a smile come on his face there. And by the way, Jesper, I'm sorry if you can hear me as well. I hope you have a great game. But I'm going with the underdog. I'm going with Roma at this one, Dan.
I think that's unfair of you to do that, really. If they can hear you, which I think they can, now you've just given a favour. You've given your favourite to them, and that's you give a partial mark. That's not fair.
Hey, I'll call this game straight down the middle. You know me, I call a spade a spade. I just want to get into this game down. The first quarter-final of the Stay and Play Cup is going to be, I can guarantee one thing, it's going to be exciting, but I also think that it's going to be really nervy as well, Dan, because the further you get into any tournament, real life or on the virtual pitch, you start doing things you wouldn't normally do because of the pressure.
Do you know what I always say? There's going to be goals. And I know I always predict a lot of goals, and then it turns out that those goals don't actually happen, and I usually disappoint a lot of people by saying that. However, on this one, I think we are going to see goal after goal. Lindstrom, he won 8-2 versus Cahui's Lyon in the first round, and then he beat Asper Maqueta 2-0 in the second round. He's scored 10 goals already in the tournament across just 2 legs of FIFA. So I think he is going to do real damage here against.
Well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. You saw a shrug of the shoulders from Jesper Lindstrom. You saw a smile on the face of Justin Kluivert. It means that the quarterfinal is underway here at the Stay and Play Cup. Remember to use that hashtag as well to send in your questions to the guys on the desk as well. They might have an opportunity to answer some of those. But early on, it's going to be Jesper Lindstrom flying forward straight away. Lots of tricks coming out of the bag, and a little bit of fortune almost favours him as the ball just drops over the bar.
Yeah, that could have been the start of things to come if that one had been able to find its way into the back of the net. But you can already see the skill moves are being pulled out by Lindstrom, and he will start to toy with Kluivert. But he does need to be careful on the counter-attack. This is what we said. Kluivert does have that potential to just nip the ball away and then get in the face of his opponent.
And look who's on the ball. It is Justin Kluivert there on the far side. Unfortunately, just got muscled off a bit by the defender. But you can see how this game is set up. I think we kind of predicted the flow of and the pattern of play quite well here. Jesper Lindstrom's going to be the man who's controlling the pace of the game, and it's going to be up to Justin Kluivert to make the most of those counter-attacks.
Fun fact for you, and you asked me before the game, I wonder how much Justin Kluivert gets compared to his dad, Patrick Kluivert. Justin scored his first ever goal in the Eredivisie in March 2017, exactly 10 years and 1 day after Patrick Kluivert's final career goal. It's crazy how things work out like that and how these days just seem to add up. But it has been already an impressive career for him, and I'm sure that he knows a lot to live up to with how well his dad performed in his career, but certainly the youngster seems to be going from strength to strength each season.
We've certainly bossed him on the virtual pitch. We've already heard that. They haven't played, but Justin definitely fancies himself in that 1v1 encounter. And to be honest with him, I think he's going to be pretty happy with the start that he's had here. He's had an opportunity to go forward, but the thing that's impressed me, Dan, hasn't been baited by any of the tricks and flicks so far that have come out of Jesper Lindstrom's magic box.
Yeah, Lindstrom's trying to kind of dance around the defence at the moment, and Kluivert has stayed pretty solid defensively. If he makes one little mistake, if he slips up just once, you know that Lindstrom is going to take full advantage of that. But Kluivert is certainly matching up against him, and on the ball looks very confident. The counter-attack seems to be there every single time. He just needs to get that final pass through, get that chance on goal, and maybe we can start to see an upset on the card, because after 17 minutes, it's still not looking like it's going to be that destructive game that we expected from Lindstrom.
A little bit of a cagey start, to be honest with you. You can see the dragbacks and the step-overs have been employed around that 18-yard box from Jesper Lindstrom. The longer that this game goes on, a little bit like in real life now, the longer it stays at 0-0, the nervier the favourite certain will get. Because, as I say, it's just one leg of FIFA that we're playing here. One goal could change everything.
I wonder how much practice Kluivert put in as well after his victory versus Bernat. He won 2-0 against the PSG man, and maybe he wasn't expecting to get to this stage of the competition. Maybe he thought, oh, well, I'll play one, and who knows, I might lose. But after that victory, you start to get that belief of, okay, I might be able to beat another player in this tournament. Maybe I can go on and win the whole thing. But Lindstrom's coming forward now, and again, it's step over after step over trying to beat the man. But there is an absolute wall of Roma players in the way, and Kluivert holds strong yet again.
Yeah, defensively, hats off to the Roma man here. He has been absolutely superb, being able to quell the attack every single time that it's come forward so far from Jesper Lindstrom. We have to, of course, point that out. A beautiful little touch there from Mkhitaryan is going to find the ball out wide here to Kluivert. Turns back and he's testing the defences here of Jesper Lindstrom. But we have to say, we were impressed attacking-wise with Jesper Lindstrom's game in the first game that he played at the Stay and Play Cup now. But it was his defence that impressed us in the second.
Yeah, just having that ability to kind of shrug off a few attackers and ensure that he wasn't hit on the counter-attack as well. Because it's all well and good being an attacking player and going forward and wanting to score goals, but if you leave yourself vulnerable at the back and you have no plan B, then you are going to struggle. Tell you what, Kluivert is almost getting through again. One of these through balls just manages to worm its way through the defence of Lindstrom. We could see Kluivert take the lead, because defensively he has been solid.
However, a little rash tackle there, went to ground, slid in, created a bit of space here, but again, defensively, superb stuff there from Justin Kluivert. Wasn't baited by the fake shot, stood tall, stood strong and made a great tackle.
There's a little bit of a gap here on the left-hand side. We'll cut inside, but it's going to be defended well by Lindstrom. And there's also a big difference between these players in their in-game statistics and FIFA Ultimate Team, as Lindstrom is now through on goal here and will have a chance to go 1-0 up. And again, that's another Roma player in the way. Lindstrom only having a bronze on FIFA Ultimate Team, 57 rated, whereas Kluivert's best is a Europa League Man of the Match, 81 rated. I'm still saying I think Lindstrom should get a better item in game. I know he's got his own personal 99 Pro item, but I want to see something special if he does go on to win the tournament.
Hey, I'm telling you, the Stay and Play Cup foot item has to be a thing. It has to become a thing. But today you've got to win this game first to give yourself that chance. And now it's going to be Kluivert getting a little bit fortunate on the edge of the box here. Nice interchange of pass, almost gets the shot away. Second chance here, and Justin Kluivert has taken the lead. What a finish when the chance was presented to him. The Roma man is inspired in this game.
And I think it might have been you that inspired him, to be honest, Mark. It was the smile you put on his face by saying you believed in him personally. And he has gone against all of the pundits, all the predictions. Kluivert taking a goal lead. I promised you goals, but I did not think the first one would go to Justin Kluivert. And Lindstrom now is going to have to come back from behind. And I wonder whether nerves are going to start to play a part in this.
Got to keep the adrenaline at bay as well. You can see there Justin Kluivert getting Justin Kluivert booked on the pitch with a little bit of a rash tackle after the goal goes in. But just before half time here, if he can hold on, this would be a huge step towards a potential quarter-final victory.
And I wonder whether at the back of the mind of Lindstrom is just thinking about that semi-final, that possibility of playing Liverpool. All the pressure of everyone saying he's the favourite in the tournament and how they're expecting him to be the winner of the Stay and Play Cup. But after 45 minutes, it's Justin Kluivert and Roma who have a goal lead against Lindstrom and Bromby. This is not what anyone would have expected, but it has been a phenomenal performance from Kluivert. Defensively, has matched Lindstrom, and then on the counter-attack has had the ability to break through.
And the question was, how much has Justin Kluivert been practicing since his last game? I'm here to tell you, a lot. The improvement has been astronomical so far. I want to check those text messages and the DMs to those pro players. I want to see what's been said. He's been putting in the work, and it's proving to be the work that's doing the business so far in this game. And now the pressure moves back to Jesper Lindstrom. You know how good he is going forward, Dan. Just needs to create that one chance in front of goal.
Needs to be able to break through. And I think you're right. I'm sure the pro Roma esports players, Dami and Zelonius, Spider-Con, they're going to be watching on and saying, all right, well, at least our info and our help, maybe he is going to really able to just kind of slingshot Kluivert into further rounds in this tournament now. And I'm sure further we do get to the tournament, more and more players are going to be leaning on the help and the advice of some of these pro FIFA players, because just one little trick or one little skill move can make or break a game of FIFA. A simple drag back could win you a game.
Slightly nervy moment there when Justin Kluivert went sliding in with his own player on the pitch, already being on the booking. The last thing you want to be doing is getting sent off as your own player. But here comes Lindstrom now. Maybe a chance for him to find an equaliser. Tries to turn back, but again, defensively, Justin Kluivert has been a monster.
He's got the read on him every single time. We know what Lindstrom's wanting to do. Maybe Kluivert's been studying a little bit of footage. It's always that drag back from Lindstrom after the fake shot. Just trying to beat the man and get the perfect shot away and have a clear-cut chance. Kluivert has not allowed that whatsoever, and I'm wondering whether Lindstrom is going to have to start hitting them maybe a little bit sooner, rather than going for that perfect opportunity. Instead, just taking a little bit of a risk. Hope he can just maybe clip a shin here or there.
We're about of this game. I expect to see some changes and fresh legs brought on by Jesper Lindstrom. He's done it a few times, but now he's streaming forward inside the box, looking for the equaliser, pulls it back. Here we'll find the equaliser. 1-1 now in the quarter-final. And that's why people were talking about this man so much before the game got underway.
That's what he's been looking for as well throughout this entire game. Is just to stop, fake shot, and just waiting for that man to drive onto the ball and be able to hammer it home. Great finish as well off the post. Every time Lindstrom's got through before, there's just been too many Roma players in the way, so he hasn't been able to go with the fake stop shot and be able to cut it back. But this time, Kluivert was just kind of caught from behind there, the through ball just penetrating the defence, and now we have a game on our hands. If we didn't have a game on our hands already, certainly going to be exciting these final 25 minutes or so. The changes will come through, substitutions for both players. I did promise people goals, and I'm glad that Lindstrom now is starting to fire on home.
Deep breath here, gentlemen. That goal was on the hour mark, so we've got 30 minutes left of this game to potentially find a winner, or it could be golden goal that separates the two players. But here comes Justin Kluivert from the restart. Great tackle though by Jesper Lindstrom, and now the man who was set up to counter-attack has got to be careful to counter-attack himself, Dan.
He's very quick with his passing move play. He's been able to win the ball back here as well, and you can see how he twists and he turns, and he's very confident on the ball. A lot of FIFA has Lindstrom played. You know that in his spare time he's been able to do so. The break stop job, but it's going to be through. And it just looks so easy when he does it. And maybe, just maybe, this is going to be the start of the goals flooding in.
What a turnaround it's been. 2 goals inside just a few minutes. And Brøndby are back on top in this game. 1-0 down. Pulled it back to 1-1. Now the lead at 2-1. And that was just an example of how good. Stops up, goes inside. Beautiful stuff.
It's all about confidence. I think if he was a goal down going into the latter stages of this game, then maybe he wouldn't be able to perform so successfully with all these tricks that he's trying to pull out of the bag. But as he tied it up, he's gaining a bit more confidence. And tell you what, that's a strike from distance. Kluivert, almost with his own player in game, able to equalise there. And that's what Lindstrom just has to be careful of. A couple of these long-range shots, one of them could just sneak in and take it to golden goal.
A corner here for Justin Kluivert. Whips it in. Bender will get there, but it falls and he's wasted the chance. I'm not sure what player that fell to. Don't know if it was a centre-back or maybe a player with not the greatest to shooting statistics, but you have to say, Dan, that's a big chance for Justin Kluivert.
It was. It looked like it was on the weak foot of one of his players for sure, but that's certainly going to be warning signs for Lindstrom, and he's straight into the tactic screen to change the formation, maybe to tighten things up at the back a little bit, maybe to ensure that he can press the attack of Kluivert so there's not going to be any of these long-distance shots anymore, and no chances of a corner where we might be able to nick one away. But what a game this has been, and what a way to start the quarterfinals. I was very excited when this tournament was announced and to see what kind of ability these professional footballers would have in FIFA. And it seems like every round they're just getting better and better.
The final changes being made. Last roll of the dice as far as a change of personnel is concerned for the players. 72 minutes on the clock now. Justin Kluivert's the man who's got to be pushing forward, but that might leave space open at the back here for Jesper Lindstrom to go and find that third goal and potentially a final goal as well. Oh, and he's done it! Jesper Lindstrom. He's not just good on the real pitch, he's pretty special on the virtual one as well.
Well, it was 3-1 in real life the last time these teams faced off against each other, but it was 3-1 to Roma. It's got revenge for Brøndby, as now it's 3-1 to Brøndby and Lindstrom. And I think surely this has to be too much for Kluivert to get back into. He's had a phenomenal game and he has looked so good defensively, but he just couldn't hold on to the latter stages of this game. And Lindstrom, again, just looking different class.
Concentrating on everything that is going down at the moment. Just wants to see out this win. Wants to get into that dream matchup against Liverpool. A potential dream matchup, we should say. And maybe now it's a case of just looking for a little bit of icing on the cake. It looks like the referee is actually going to give a penalty here, I believe. We just caught that as he went inside the box. Didn't go to ground, but it is a penalty here to Brøndby. Steps up, goes to the right. You have to say, maybe a little bit of fortune there, but no fortune in the performance from Jesper Lindstrom. 4-1 now, man.
Okay, guys, so
that is game third match.